This is how seniors should drink coffee to stop sarcopenia instantly. Do your legs feel heavy when you try to stand up from a chair? Maybe your grip isn't as strong, or your joints feel stiff and exhausted after a short walk. I see this every day in my clinic. People think this weakness is just a normal part of getting older. It is not. It is a silent condition called sarcopenia, the rapid loss of muscle mass. Severe muscle loss affects an astonishing 1 in 3 seniors over 65. If ignored, it steals your independence. But the best solution isn't an expensive pill. The secret is sitting right in your kitchen. I'm talking about your daily cup of coffee. Today, I'll show you how a few simple changes to how you drink your coffee can instantly help stop muscle loss and rebuild your strength. Before we begin, I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, how do you usually drink your morning coffee? Black with milk or sweet? Let me know below. Let's start our countdown with number 3. This is something almost everyone does, and it is quietly, invisibly destroying your muscle tissue day after day. I am talking about the deeply ingrained habit of drinking coffee on an empty stomach right after you wake up. There is a very stubborn, widespread myth out there that drinking strong black coffee first thing in the morning gives your aging muscles the quick jolt of energy they need to start the day. People truly believe it wakes up their body and primes them for movement. But the medical reality is exactly the opposite, and it is devastating for seniors. Let us look at the science of what happens in your body at dawn. When you wake up after a long 8-hour night of sleeping, your body is in a deeply fasted state. Your blood sugar is low, and your brain naturally commands your adrenal glands to produce a massive surge of cortisol. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone. It is designed by nature to get you out of bed by finding quick, immediate energy. But because you haven't eaten any food yet, your body is desperately searching for fuel. Where does it find it? It finds it in your muscle tissue. Cortisol is a catabolic hormone, which means it literally breaks down your precious, hard-earned muscle fibers, converting their proteins into glucose just to keep you functioning. Now, imagine what happens when you pour a strong, highly caffeinated cup of coffee into an empty stomach during this delicate state. You completely supercharge that cortisol release. You are essentially pouring gasoline on a physiological fire. Your adrenal glands go into a state of panic, your cortisol skyrockets even further, and your body aggressively attacks your own leg, arm, and core muscles to survive the perceived stress. This is exactly how sarcopenia accelerates so rapidly in people over 60. You haven't even taken a single bite of breakfast, and your body is already actively eating its own muscle mass. But listen closely, because coffee itself is absolutely not the villain here. In fact, from a biochemical standpoint, coffee is a miracle drink. It is packed with hundreds of bioactive compounds, specifically one highly researched antioxidant called chlorogenic acid. Chlorogenic acid is incredibly powerful because science shows it can drastically reduce systemic inflammation throughout your entire body. As we age, chronic inflammation acts exactly like rust on an old car engine, slowly and quietly eating away at your muscle fibers, making them weak, brittle, and tired. Chlorogenic acid is the premium oil that clears that dangerous rust away. But here's the catch. You completely lose this incredible protective anti-inflammatory benefit if your body is trapped in a massive cortisol stress response. So how do we fix this and harness the power of coffee? The practical solution is remarkably simple, but it requires discipline. You must create what I call a biological protein buffer. When you wake up tomorrow morning, do not touch the coffee maker. Instead, drink a tall glass of room temperature water to hydrate your cells. Then, you must wait 30 to 45 minutes. During this crucial window, you need to eat a high-quality, easily digestible protein source. This could be 2 scrambled eggs, a generous slice of natural cheese, or a bowl of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Why protein? Because protein provides your body with essential amino acids, particularly one called leucine. Leucine acts as the direct, fundamental building block for human muscle tissue. When you have these amino acids circulating in your system, your liver is calm, your cortisol levels immediately stabilize, and a protective shield is placed around your muscles. Your body switches from breaking down muscle to building it up. Only after you have eaten your protein should you finally sit down and enjoy your morning cup of coffee. Let me tell you about my patient, Mr. Arnaldo. He is 72 years old, a retired mechanic, and a man of very deep, stubborn habits. He came to my office a few years ago, leaning heavily on a wooden cane, his legs trembling slightly just from the effort of walking from the waiting room. He sat down with genuine fear in his eyes and told me he was terrified because he was losing his balance at home. He couldn't even carry his groceries up the steps to his porch anymore. He said, "Doctor, I do everything right. I try to walk when I can, but I feel like my muscles are just melting away off my bones. I am becoming a burden to my daughter." I asked him to walk me through his exact morning routine, minute by minute. That is when I found the culprit. Every single day for 40 years, the very first thing he did was brew a massive pot of strong black coffee. He would drink 2 large cups while reading the paper, long before he ever thought about eating a piece of toast or an egg. His body was spending the first 2 hours of every single day cannibalizing his own leg muscles for fuel. We changed absolutely nothing else in his life except this one golden rule. Water first, a boiled egg, wait 45 minutes, and then his beloved coffee. Within just 8 weeks, Mr. Arnaldo walked into my clinic holding his cane an inch off the ground. He had rebuilt enough raw strength in his quadriceps and calves just by stopping the daily morning muscle breakdown. His muscles finally had the nutritional chance to heal and repair themselves instead of being constantly broken down for emergency fuel. Moving on to number 2 on our countdown. This is a trap that catches almost everyone who wants a little comfort in their day. The massive mistake of drinking coffee with sugar, sweet syrups, or artificial sweeteners. There is a very common myth that adding a spoonful of sugar or a packet of artificial sweetener to your coffee is completely harmless and actually gives your tired muscles a necessary quick spike of energy to help you get moving. People think sugar fuels the muscle, but the deep scientific reality is that sweetening your coffee is the fastest way to cause cellular insulin resistance, which literally starves your muscles to death. Let me explain this in simple terms because it is absolutely vital for anyone over 50. Think of your muscle cells like tiny engines that constantly need fuel to repair themselves and grow stronger. That fuel comes from the protein and nutrients in your food. But those nutrients cannot just walk into the muscle cell. They need a key to unlock the door. That key is a hormone called insulin, which your pancreas produces. When you are young, your insulin keys work perfectly. But as we age, and especially when we consume liquid sugar in our coffee, our cells stop recognizing the key. This is called insulin resistance. When you put sugar in your coffee, you create a massive, unnatural spike in glucose. Your body panics and pumps out a huge amount of insulin. Over time, your muscle cells become overwhelmed and simply change the locks. Now, the insulin can no longer open the door. What happens next is a tragedy for your body. The protein and nutrients you eat just float around in your bloodstream, eventually turning into belly fat, while your muscles literally starve from the inside out. They shrink, they weaken, and sarcopenia takes over. And what about artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose? People think they are the perfect, healthy loophole because they have 0 calories. But recent groundbreaking research from major global medical institutions has shown that artificial sweeteners severely disrupt your gut microbiota. You have trillions of good bacteria living in your intestines, and they play a massive, critical role in something called the gut-muscle axis. These good bacteria produce special compounds called short-chain fatty acids that directly protect your muscle mass from breaking down as you age. Artificial sweeteners act like a toxic weed killer in your gut, destroying these good bacteria and severing the protective connection to your muscles. So, what is the practical everyday guide here? You must transition away from all sweeteners in your coffee. But I am not going to leave you drinking something bitter and miserable. There is a magnificent, scientifically proven alternative: cinnamon. Instead of sugar, stir half a teaspoon of high-quality cinnamon powder directly into your black coffee. Cinnamon is an absolute powerhouse. It contains active biological compounds that actually mimic the action of insulin in your body. When you consume cinnamon with coffee, it acts like a master key, prying open the doors of your muscle cells so they can absorb the amino acids they are desperately starving for. A comprehensive review published in highly respected nutritional journals showed that regular cinnamon consumption directly improves cellular sensitivity, helping your muscles absorb fuel efficiently. Let me share the story of Donna Swilley, a 68-year-old retired teacher who came to my clinic in tears. She was eating healthy, trying to do water aerobics twice a week, but her arms and legs were becoming incredibly frail. Her skin was sagging where strong muscle used to be. When we deeply analyzed her daily routine, I discovered she was drinking 3 cups of coffee a day, and every single one was loaded with 2 packets of artificial sweetener because she thought she was doing the right thing for her waistline. She was completely unaware that she was destroying her gut bacteria and starving her muscles. We created a very simple, strict plan. We threw all the artificial sweeteners in the trash. We switched her to a high-quality, freshly ground coffee and added a generous dash of pure cinnamon to every cup. No sugar, no chemical packets, just coffee and cinnamon. 6 weeks later, she returned to my clinic with a smile that lit up the entire room. She told me, "Doctor, I woke up with energy in my limbs for the first time in 3 years." She wasn't struggling to push open the heavy glass door of the clinic anymore. By removing the toxic sweeteners and adding the cinnamon, we healed her insulin response. Her muscles were finally able to drink in the nutrients from her food. She didn't have to lift heavy weights. She just had to stop starving her own body with sweet coffee. And finally, we reached the most powerful strategy of all. Number 1 on our countdown. This is a secret metabolic window of opportunity that 99% of people completely miss. I am talking about the strategic timing of your coffee, specifically around physical movement. There is a deeply held myth that coffee is nothing more than a morning wake-up ritual or a lazy afternoon comfort drink to have with a biscuit while watching television. People view it purely as a way to clear brain fog, but the profound scientific reality is that when coffee is timed perfectly, it becomes one of the most potent neuromuscular activators known to medical science. It can literally force your aging brain to reconnect with dormant muscle fibers. To understand why this is so critical, you have to understand how sarcopenia actually attacks you. Sarcopenia isn't just the physical shrinking of your muscle tissue. It is a neurological disease. As we pass the age of 60, the intricate electrical connections between our central nervous system and our muscle fibers begin to degrade and die off. Your brain sends a signal to your leg to stand up, but the signal is weak and only half of your muscle fibers actually receive the message. This is why you feel so incredibly weak. Even if your legs still look somewhat normal, your brain is losing its grip on your muscles. This is where caffeine steps in as a medical marvel. Caffeine directly stimulates your central nervous system, drastically increasing the release of powerful neurotransmitters. When you drink a cup of coffee right before you engage in light physical activity, the caffeine acts like a massive electrical amplifier. It forces your brain to fire stronger, sharper signals down your spinal cord and into your aging muscles, literally recruiting dormant muscle fibers and forcing them to wake up and work together. Furthermore, when your muscles are active, they act like a dry sponge, ready to absorb nutrients from your blood. The caffeine enhances this sponge-like effect, pulling glucose and protein deep into the muscle tissue where it is desperately needed for repair and growth. Researchers from top medical institutes reviewed dozens of studies covering over 1 million participants, and the data is clear. Strategically timed coffee consumption provides a massive protective benefit to our muscular systems. But here is the exact step-by-step practical guide you must follow to make this work, because timing is everything. I call this the 20-minute pre-movement window. About 20 minutes before you do your daily physical activity, like a brisk walk around your neighborhood or a light stretching routine in your living room, you must drink 1 small, plain cup of black coffee. Do not add anything to it. Just let the pure caffeine and the anti-inflammatory chlorogenic acid enter your bloodstream. By the time you start walking, your central nervous system will be fully primed. You will recruit more muscle fibers with every single step you take, maximizing the muscle building signal. But there is a second, equally important rule to this strategy. You must absolutely stop drinking all coffee by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Why is this a hard rule? Because caffeine has a very long half-life in the human body. If you drink a cup at 4 in the afternoon, half of that caffeine is still circulating in your brain at 10 o'clock at night. It completely destroys your deep sleep architecture. And here's why that matters for sarcopenia. Your body only produces human growth hormone during the deepest stages of sleep. Growth hormone is the master chemical that repairs and rebuilds your muscle tissue while you rest. If you have caffeine disrupting your deep sleep, you produce zero growth hormone. You can do everything right during the day, but if you drink late coffee, you completely sabotage your body's ability to rebuild muscle at night. Poor sleep equals uncontrolled muscle loss. It is a vicious, devastating cycle. Think of my patient, Arthur, a former carpenter who was losing his grip strength. He was drinking coffee all day long, taking a slow walk in the evening, and sleeping terribly. We shifted his routine entirely. We moved his coffee to exactly 20 minutes before a morning walk and completely banned coffee after lunch. The transformation was miraculous. His brain reconnected with his muscles during his walk, and his deep sleep returned, flooding his body with natural growth hormone every night. Within months, he was back in his garage, holding his heavy tools, building a wooden birdhouse for his young grandson. He regained his life, his pride, and his strength, all because we mastered the timing of a simple cup of coffee. These simple adjustments to your coffee routine are not just about a warm drink. They are about reclaiming your independence. By creating a protein buffer first, removing muscle-starving sugars, and timing your coffee right before a short walk, you give your muscles the biological signals they need to rebuild and thrive. Remember this, your age does not dictate your strength. Your body is incredibly resilient, and it is never too late to stop muscle loss and regain your vitality. You have the power to take control of your health, starting with the very next cup you pour. I would love to hear from you. Which of these coffee habits are you going to try first tomorrow morning? Leave a comment below so we can discuss it. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss out on our health strategies. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next videos. I love hearing your thoughts, so please subscribe and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.